What's good, YouTube? It's Quasar.
And Nova,
And we're the Chronomaly Kings.
Alright, so for this video, the full list for Duelist Saga has been revealed. I know it was revealed yesterday, but we didn't have a chance to do it. So we're going to be discussing most of this list anyway. We're going to skip by this shit. We're going to go straight into the list. So for a bunch of new stuff, we got all the sharks that were OCG exclusive for the longest time are now coming to TCG. So if you guys were hyped for any water decks, you know, Bahamut Shark obviously is so good with Toad right now.
Yeah, to bring out Toad. I know Totally Awesome just basically revolves around that combo, making Dark Law, which is also a reprint in this set, might I say.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome. So all the sharks, you know, you got Double Fin Shark. It's basically the Coach Soldier Wolfbark. Silent Angler. If you have a fish monster, I believe, on board, you can special summon it. Let me just double check that. I want to make sure. No, if you control a water monster. So I was right the first time. Now this is, I think, is the best card.
Some really easy water rank.
This I think is going to be played with Mermels and Merlantian, so that you can go into Bahamut Shark easier. I think this card is going to really give those decks a step up. The fact that you can't special summon monsters from your hand, but you can still discard cards and still gain effects is really broken. And the fact that it's just a level 4, so if you got your Pike or you've got your Dragoon, you summon this, you special summon that, special summon it. Let's say you go Dragoon, special summon this, overlay these two, detach the Dragoon, you're going to get this search. And then on top of that, you've got Silent Angler as another material, and you get to summon Toad. That's going to make this card, I think this card is going to be really hyped for that. As well, just in general, obviously the sharks have them. Saber Shark just increases, what the fuck is this? Saber Shark just increases this, and Depth Shark is a level 5 that you can normal summon it. But best two by far are these two right here, most played. We got Guard Penguin, it's alright. Crystal Zero, it's a cool number that's coming out. It's not really the best effect. This one, on the other hand, is way better. A lot of times, I think if you're going to make this, you're going to go straight into this. This one is really great for just effects in general, because you can see someone using any rank 5. Xyz Material Water as well. Basically, this card gains 500 attack for each Xyz Material attached to it, which is really nice. And if this face-up card would be destroyed, you can detach, so it's nice. And then you can detach one to negate the effect of all face-up effect monsters your opponent controls. So I think that's what makes this card really, really, really strong. Anyways, for the other stuff, we got, I don't know why this keeps popping up. We got just a couple of stuff. A lot of this was shown at first. Chain Summon. Not really sure what that is.
Yeah, we'll check it out, actually. If you control 2 or more Xyz monsters, target the 1 Xyz monster you control with the lowest rank of your choice if tied. Special summon from your extra deck 1 Xyz monster with a lower rank than that monster on the field. It cannot attack your opponent directly. Also return to the extra deck during the end phase. Wow, actually, that's not half bad. So you can just freely special summon any Xyz monster with a lower rank, so
that's pretty cool. Actually,
I don't know, that might actually see some play in some certain decks.
I
would actually be really good in something like Raid Raptors to rank up over it.
That's true. I was thinking that as well, but I was also thinking any rank 5 deck can abuse. You go rank 5 deck, activate this, summon that zoo from your extra deck that's a lower rank, and then you just rank up on top of that guy, and then it gets by sending it back to the extra deck, and it can't attack. Because you just, like, let's say you bring out, like, Broad Bull or something, and then you drop Dryden on top of that. Like, right there, you've got a material to pop a card, and you didn't even need to. So, I think that's that was my funny thought that came to mind. Anyway, we got number 70, which is the Malevolent Sin. This is the Spider one, that's the rank 4. That's pretty much a new staple. This is the new level 5 Synchro. Or Xyz. Now we're getting into
Necroid Synchro. That's actually a really cool new spell card, which basically allows you to still Synchro summon using monsters from your graveyard. So I thought that was actually pretty neat. So in certain Synchro decks, like after you've already used certain materials, you can already reuse them just by banishing them, right?
And then Celestial Double Star Shaman is a new Synchro tuner monster, which is pretty good actually. I mean, it's pretty nice. We got the new zombie effect monster that basically sends one to grave, which is pretty cool. What's Legacy of a Hero? Oh, that returns 2. That's actually pretty cool. Return 2 fusion materials that listed as a fusion material from your graveyard, and then draw to your extra deck.
Draw 3 cards.
Draw 3 cards. That's actually kind of neat. Returning 2 fusion monsters that list a hero
deck.
monster as a. That's actually really good. That's pretty broken actually, and it's any hero monster.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're playing Destiny heroes, the same thing.
Yeah, so there's a lot of hero support, a lot of different hero.
That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. Oh my god.
So every time we click into something, you're gonna see a fucking pig taking a shower.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we got just a bunch of the new Vision hero. We got Dark Lords, Legacy of the Duelist. And then like you got the new attacks, the Harpy's Featherstorm, which is completely useless at the moment. This thing. Honest Neo, Skydrive Scorcher, Dark Summoning Beast, and Fallen Paradise. If you're gonna build,
yeah, I mean a lot of this stuff has already been shown, so we're not gonna really go over it. But there are still a lot of really good cards.
So anyway, we're gonna go down to Blue Eyes because I feel like everything else is kind of.
Those are all the new cards, and then I think starting from Blue Eyes, those are like the reprints.
So we got the original art Blue Eyes.
Yep.
Magicians of Faith,
actually a really good card.
First, I think it's the first holo rarity for Magician of Faith. I could be wrong, but I think it's that. We got Jinzo Ultra Rare reprint. That's pretty sweet.
Brain Control with the new errata. So now it's off the ban list. The only thing is that different is you have to take control of a monster that your opponent can normal summon. So
next up, we got Royal Decree. I know it's already got an Ultra reprint, but for guys who didn't have 3 of them Ultra, you can pick them up now.
Yep. Mirror Force again, which is always an amazing card. There are a whole bunch of new Mirror Forces, but still gotta love the original Mirror Force. It's still a great card.
And then we got Imperial Order, which I think a lot of people are hyped for. Honestly, it's pay 700 life points during every standby phase, and your opponent it's all players can't play spell cards.
Yeah, so MST can't even destroy it because it negates all spell cards. So that's really good.
You can't even set friggin' Archfiend Eccentric into your into your Pendulum Zone to pop Imperial Order.
So that card's gonna absolutely destroy all Pendulum decks. The only thing that's different is you're paying 700 during each stand.
But honestly, if you flip this first turn, your opponent's gonna scoop because there's nothing you can do. Necro Valley, very nice card.
With an errata with that as well, so if you didn't know.
Yeah, so we're not going to go over all the errata because it'll take too long. With DD Warrior Lady, I don't know why, it's just an interesting choice.
Tsukiyomi, BLS, Envoy of the Beginnings, a really good card.
Yeah, that's a good reprint. Chaos.
Magician of Chaos, Monster Gate, Doom Caliber.
Monster Gate's actually neat. This is the first reprint of Monster Gate, as well as this is the first holo rarity, other than I think Starfoil or something like that.
There's some
Doom Caliber Nice, Caliber Knight. That's cool. Actually,
Cyber Dragon's also pretty sweet too.
And then Treeborn Frog is a neat one. Now I'm very surprised this was in it. Dandelion, that's a neat one.
Dimensional Fissure actually is really sweet. It's a really good card. Everyone should pick that up too.
Grand Mole, that's neat. Future Fusion with that errata, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat, actually.
So the errata kind of just slows it down. So it's the next standby phase after activation. You get to send the materials. And then the second standby phase after is when the summon goes as per usual. It's just you now have to wait a turn in order to send.
Mizuki, Advanced Ritual Arts. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon is a neat reprint for machines.
Yeah, well, I mean, since Cyber Dragon's getting reprinted anyways, it's still pretty good. Fossil Dyna's really good.
That's a pretty neat reprint. Dark on Dragon, ultra rare reprint, very nice.
Rise Darkness Metal.
Honest. Ooh. And
JD.
My favorite is JD. I think honestly, from the look of the way JD looks right now, honestly, I feel like the ultra rare is like the absolute holo that I think it's gonna want to be, because I just the way Judgment Dragon looks, I think in that ultra is gonna be amazing. Some Gladiator Beast.
I don't really know much about
this one.
Beasts.
This one I know is like I think the staple one, but it's okay. It's not that great. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't play Glad, so don't quote us on that.
Deep Sea Diva is actually getting reprinted again.
Rescue Cat. Oh, fucking We got Rescue Cat, which is nice. Bryonic, Junk Synchron, Goyo Guardian with that errata. Now, not a lot of people might know this, but now you can't use Goyo Guardian with any two. It has to be an Earth Tuner. Plague Spreader Zombie, nice. Black Rose, another one, is always good if you're having a hard time.
Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind's actually a really good card too.
Actually, it's funny because it already had that reprint in 5Ds as the Ultra, so now it's an Ultra now.
So again, Battle Fader, Trish, Infernity Launcher. I'm actually so happy this is getting a reprint. I love Infernities. Can't wait to pick up that card too.
Then we got Effect Veiler. Very nice. Very, very nice. Effect Veiler is going to look really good in that Ultra Rare. And if you are having a hard time paying for those Veilers or picking up some Veilers, because I know not many people want to get rid of them at the moment, here's a reprint, and it's a good rarity reprint, so that's really sweet. Pot of Duality, very nice. It's not really used at the moment, but it does have a lot of potential in future decks.
Certain decks just know how to utilize that card. Solemn Warning, always a good card, definitely a staple. I mean, I already have like 10 of them, but I'm going to probably pick up a few more.
Exactly, and it's ultra rare, so that's always good. Formula Synchron, that's pretty sweet, you know?
Yeah.
Because awesome it was just rare and secret rare. So now having that Ultra is going to be pretty sweet.
Hero lives, so I know, again, totally Heroes play that card. So it's getting reprinted. Evil Zord, just, again, the Dinosaur deck's going to be coming out next month. So if you're looking to get into that deck, pick up a couple
This
of
was
these.
Actually shown a while back.
Yeah.
M7, Ophion, Tour Guide from the Underworld. Awesome reprint. It's only been secret rare and super, and I know the super was still like $10 for just the super.
Actually, it's also ultimate too.
And it's ultra. Oh yeah, it's ultimate as well.
Ultimate if you want to pay the money for it, which is like stupid $50, even though it's at 1.
It's still a lot of people use it. Soul Charge, this is no real big diff. Castel and Masked Darklaw. Masked Darklaw.
Masked Hero Darklaw.
These cards are really good, and Invoker.
That getting reprinted because it shot up to about $70 as soon as zoos were announced. And then you have, the 3 gods of the GX era.
The Haman, Uriah, and Raviel.
And the fusion for it as well, which is honestly absolute shit, because, you drop that, someone's going to kaiju it, and you...
There's a kaiju for that. And then Dark Magician, because what set's good without Dark Magician?
Exactly. I mean, Blue Eyes is also coming out in it, so why not Dark Magician as well?
Plus, they're on the cover. And so is Yugi. Where's the Yugi card? Anyway, so overall, though, we want to talk about this set. This set is very good for staples. Effect Veiler, Pod Duality, Solemn Warning, just even, new extra deck monsters, Castel, Invoker, Darklaw,
and all the errata
M7
cards, too, that are coming off. We
Black...
believe this is probably one of the best sets of the year to be picking up, just for picking up some staples, picking up some of those new errata cards.
Also, the new staple, the new 70, then obviously the Sharks, if you're looking,
and there's a lot of really good new support for some other decks too. So definitely check that out.
Something we didn't talk about, but it's really good is Halfway to Forever. If it shows this. This card is actually really good. It's target 2 monsters in your graveyard, special summon both targets, but their effects are negated. Let's pick again.
Yeah.
Their effects get negated, but then you can immediately use them to Exceed summon 1 Light Utopia or Utopia Exceed monster using those 2 monsters. This card's actually really good for rank 4 decks because the fact that you can go into you activate this card, summon them both. Then you get to Exceed summon into Utopia. Into Utopia.
And then you can just slap lightning over top of that too. So it's a pretty sweet 1 card free Utopia the lightning.
And this is awesome for any deck that is. I just think
that
this
utilizes rank 4s.
I think this card is actually very good, and I think it'll have some good maybe some play. Also, the Zexal decks are gonna main deck this.
Absolutely, yeah.
So. Overall, though, guys, this is going to be a great set to invest in.
Yeah, so they decided to do a set like this, which is really similar to the Gold series, but they didn't do this in Gold because they did the movie pack in Gold. But anywho, we don't care. Everything's ultra rare. A lot of awesome cards.
You get 5 cards per pack.
Yeah, we
3
recommend
of them
picking this up.
3 of them are going to be new cards that haven't been in the TCG before, and then 2 of them are going to be reprints. So a lot of good cards that have had a lot of good OCG imports here. We got a lot of them that are coming in, and then obviously you got a lot of reprints that a lot of people are going to want. If you guys are looking to just get into this game, maybe you want to build a deck, but you don't have the money for it right now, or you don't have a lot of stuff to trade, this set's going to help with that.
Yeah, we recommend picking up a couple of these small boxes, or if you can afford it, like an actual big box, because like each one of these boxes comes with 3 packs. Each pack has 5 cards. So like a regular box will come with 5 of these mini boxes, so that'll be 15 total packs,
which is a lot of cards. So like
it's definitely a good place to start, because you're gonna get a lot of really good cards that people are gonna be wanting,
right? Yeah, exactly. And like, it's so good. It's such a good set. Like, I think it's worth investing. Expect a box or 2 opening of this on our channel, because definitely we're gonna pick up a bunch of these things. But I think this is going to be a great set.
This set drops next week.
Yeah, this
Nova
coming Friday.
And I are going to be picking up a few, so heads up for an opening of that on our channel.
So, anyway, guys, leave in the comment section below what you guys think of this set. Are you guys hyped as much as we are? Is there anything you were hoping to see in this set that's not in this set? Because, I mean, to be honest, there's a couple of things we're surprised weren't in this set. But, of course, Chronomaly likes to do other reprints and other things to make their products sell as well. But definitely this one I think is the best one so far of the year for good reprints and good erotic cards. So remember, guys, leave in the comment section below what you think. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.